Namaskar, I am Pradosh Sharma and you're watching Jitam. Today we bring you a landmark development in one of the most protracted and devastating conflicts in recent history. After months of bloodshed, failed negotiations, and growing international pressure, Israel and Hamas have agreed to a three-phase ceasefire. This historic agreement not only pauses hostilities but also promises the release of hostages and humanitarian aid for Gaza's troubled population. But the question is, why did all previous attempts fail, and how did President-elect Donald Trump played a pivotal role in achieving this breakthrough? Let's delve deeper. The US State Department has credited President-elect Donald Trump with playing a critical role in sealing this deal. But according to Biden's administration, Trump and Biden's team worked closely to push the agreement forward. But is it really the teamwork, or was it Trump's repeated warnings to the Hamas for hostage deals? According to Trump's team, his coordination with international mediators like Qatar and Egypt, along with strong messaging to Israel and Hamas, emphasized the need for immediate action. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu personally thanked both Trump and Biden for their efforts, highlighting how bipartisan cooperation in the United States helped secure this historical truce. Trump himself took the Truth Social to reflect on the success, saying, "This historic agreement signals the success of our victory in November. Imagine what we'll accomplish once fully in power." As said above, the ceasefire set to take effect on January 19th will include three critical phases. The initial phase, which is of 6 weeks. Israel will gradually withdraw forces from central Gaza, enabling displaced Palestinians to return to northern areas. Hamas will release 33 Israeli hostages, including women, children, and men over 50, in exchange for up to 1,650 Palestinian prisoners, depending on the hostages' release. 600 truckloads of humanitarian aid, including 50 trucks of fuel, will enter Gaza daily. The second phase. Negotiations will address the release of all remaining hostages and seek a permanent ceasefire. The final phase. This stage will focus on Gaza's reconstruction, supervised by international mediators including the United Nations, Egypt, and Qatar. It will also involve the return of deceased individuals to their families. Here are some of the key events which shaped the Israel-Hamas war, which include: the first attack from where this war officially took a new height was the October 7 attack. The ruling militant group Hamas carried out an unprecedented attack on Israel while the country was celebrating the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah. Over 1,200 people, including 40 US nationals, were killed in the attack. The second one is the October 31st, 2023 airstrike on Jabalia refugee camp. Israeli airstrike hit the Jabalia refugee camp in the Gaza Strip, killing dozens of Palestinian civilians and Hamas commander. Third is the November 24, 2023 release of hostages by Hamas. For the first time, a group of hostages taken captive by Hamas in the October 7 attacks on Israel were released from Gaza. Fourth is the January 26, 2024 International Court of Justice order, where it stated Israel to prevent genocide in Gaza. Now the question is the ceasefire deal permanent? While this agreement marks a significant step, it is far from a permanent solution. The deal depends on the successful execution of all three phases. Any delays or violation could reignite hostilities. Hamas' history of resistance and Israel's security concerns underscore the fragility of this truce. In conclusion, this ceasefire, achieved just days before Trump's inauguration, showcases the power of bipartisan diplomacy and strong leadership. Whether it will bring lasting peace to the region remains uncertain, but for now, it offers a glimmer of hope amidst the devastation.